Listen, movie review time. We don't do these too often because we usually don't get a chance to watch new movies with the boy in our schedule. We usually just end up watching an episode of The Price is Right every night and going to bed. That's how much time you actually have when you have a 5-year-old. But Megs and I, over the course of the last 3 nights, it's fine, have watched now fully the new movie on Amazon Prime, Ricky Stanicky, okay? Supposed to be a comedy, and it is. It's funny. It stars Zac Efron, John Cena, Andrew Santino, Jermaine Flower, and Jeff Ross are some of the biggest ones. And so here's the issues with the movie out the gate. We've got some problems, okay? Spoiler alert ahead if you haven't seen Ricky Stanicky, okay? If you don't mind getting it spoiled, just listen to my opinion anyways. I'm not sure who the main character is. The movie's not sure. The story's not sure. I mean, obviously, yes, we follow the lives of the 3 main characters plus Ricky himself, and then it becomes kind of a foursome, but I feel like at some point in time, we need a main point in the story, and I guess it's Ricky, but like he's not then on screen enough, I feel like, to be the main character. I don't know. I felt like everyone was fighting for their screen time. And especially between Andrew and Zach. Now the third amigo, Jermaine Flower, not sure where he's from. I don't think I've seen him in a movie yet. Might be new on the scene, might be his first time, who knows? But he was good. He was great. Didn't know he was gay until they dropped the bomb. I was like, wait, who's he standing beside? And then he called him babe. And then we got the whole opening of their entire relationship. And that was an interesting twist. And so that was cool. Listen, they put Andrew Santino in the movie because they thought his audience would come and watch. And I'm sure they did. It's part of the reason why I watched it. I'm a Bad Friends fan. I like him. I like his stand-up. They should have had Bobby Lee in the movie, but that's besides the point. Did he work? Here's the issue. All of the scenes with the main 3, Zac Efron, Andrew Santino, and Jermaine, it's okay. The lines are okay. The back and forth's okay. The comedy's okay. The dialogue with the wives, all that's okay. That story's okay. When John Cena is on the screen, is when the entire movie has its comic feel. You get the laughs, you get the jokes, you get everything that you want this movie to come for. Now, the issue with that is he's only on the screen for like half the movie total max time. So it's like every other scene is kind of like, okay, let's get through it, and then let's find out where John Cena is. And boy, oh boy, I mean, the Rod Johnson, the masturbating jokes, the songs, the dogs. I mean, everything that John Cena did in this movie, you could tell he had so much, he had fun filming it. He was like just ecstatic to put his own twist on it, and he probably improvised some stuff. And I'm sure he had a freaking blast with it. The other 3, meh. But I'll tell you what, man. Overall, the cast, diverse. One word. If the Ricky Stanicky movie could be described in one word, diverse. Here's all the bases we covered with the characters. We've got an African-American gay man. We've got a crippled gay man. We've got a redhead. We've got a straight white guy who's married or engaged to a black woman. And so, and then the redhead is Jewish, but I think his wife is not. And then we've also got a little person. We've got a girl in a wheelchair. We've got the gambit. If you can name it, all of the diversity and inclusion of the cast was in this movie. I don't know if it had to be prominent. I don't know if there's so many boxes that you need to check to make a movie like work in Hollywood these days. But if we're talking about all the stereotypes and all of the types of people that are that make up this country, they had one representing every category in the Ricky Stanicky movie. You can find someone that you vibe with somewhere throughout. Very interesting, diverse of the cast. So, I mean, like I said, man, the scenes with the boys, okay. The dialogue was meh. Scenes with JC, scenes with John Cena, you know what I mean? Golden. William H. Macy, he was all right. He was good. He plays a typical William H. Macy character. He was like the boss of the company, whatever. That was okay. Here's the thing, the ending. Spoiler alert again. The ending of the movie, I understand that, like, in some movies, we can just go beyond the bounds of reality, right? Marvel, we're time traveling. Cool, whatever, that's fine. You know what I mean? Harry Potter, magic, it's not real. We get it. There's fantasy. There's some things that we can do. Like some movies push the lines, the limits, like the heist movies or whatever. Like things have to line up perfectly. We get it. Those are movies and they're built that way. But this movie should have been based on 100% real life. It should have been played out as if it was a real story. I don't think it is. It might be based on one. I don't know. I don't know if it said that. I might have missed it. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But if it wasn't, it should have been treated as if it was. And so the ending was basically they hire this guy to be Ricky Stanicky because of the lies that they tell over the years that they have to cover and make up. They make up this guy. Oh, he can't make it. He's doing charity work in Guam. And so it's just like building up the lies. And so then they have to actually produce this person. They hire him. And then he just goes and makes that his identity, legally changes his name, gets a six-figure job, almost $300,000 a year at their company, not knowing what they do or how they do it just because he talked his way into it. And then all of their wives just forgive him. Just forgive him. Andrew Santino's character, they lied over 20 years, going to baseball games, conventions, flights, here, there, vacations, left and right. But every time they told their wives they were going with Ricky Stanicky. So Andrew Santino's character just has to sleep in a tent for 6 weeks, and then he's perfectly off scot-free. He's still got his wife, his new family. That'll be taken care of. Done. Zac Efron's character, I'm pretty sure that he said, like, Ricky sent his wife an audio message of him saying, like, I really love my wife and she's the best thing that ever happened to me. And that was enough to mend 20 years of lies of their relationship. And so, and then I don't think we wrapped up the gay couple's relationship. I don't know if we ever did. I got to ask Megs because I thought about that last night in the shower and I never verified, but I don't think they did. But the end of the movie just ends with them toasting and everyone being okay and Ricky Stanicky just being a real person now. And so I felt like that isn't real life. I felt like that was as far away from real life as anyone could possibly have imagined. Like, there's no way if Megs found out over the last 10 years, when I say every other weekend I'm going to DJ a wedding, when in reality, I've never DJed a wedding in my life, and I'm just going to like the beach, the Poconos, the racetrack, the casino, out to dinner, to the club, having fun, living my best life. And it was all a mirage under this illusion that I was a wedding DJ in central Pennsylvania. I don't know how she'd handle that. And I'm pretty sure it'd be a deal breaker to the point where she's going to take my son, move in with my mother, and now I've got to figure out where I'm going to live because I'm now a single father at my age because I've been lying to her for all these years. Like, so that's not how real life works. I mean, I get it. I'm sure we could work it out. And in the interim, we would. But instantly, maybe that's the movie magic. I don't know. I'm giving this movie a C+. That's my grade. It's a C+. It's a comedy film. It's funny. It's laugh. It's long. And that's where the C plus comes in, because it's long. It is a 2-hour movie. That's why it took us 3 nights to watch it, dude. And so for a 2-hour movie, it should have been an hour, 90 minutes max. But 2 hours, no freaking way. It could have ended at the hour and a half mark. It's a C plus for me. It's a funny movie. If you're a fan of Andrew Santino, Jeff Ross was in it for 2 minutes. If you're a fan of his, give it a watch. Zac Efron's okay, but he's just getting old now, and it's like just the same old character that he plays in every movie. There's no development for him there.